Hey, my name is Jobby. Hey, my name is Jobby. Hey, my name is Jobby. Just doing a little warm-up before we get started. Let me hit a few buttons and then we will do the thing. How's everyone doing today? I was about to say tonight, but we are streaming earlier than usual just because I kind of want to do something later at night. All right. Now to make sure, check. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Hey, my name is Jobby. Hey, my name is Jobby. Hey, my name is Jobby. Let's get it started. Hey, my name is Jobby, and we are taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Wave 2, which includes Starscream and Megatron. Now, the Core Class figures are a line of tiny Transformers. Insert plug that I will edit in later. I've said too much. Let's get these guys opened up. No need to keep these boxes at all. There is no point in keeping obliterated packaging. Now, let's start with Starscream first. And if anyone knows my personal connection with this character, leave a like or leave it in the chat. Just prove to everyone that you are a know-it-all. Anyway, the painting and sculpting on Starscream here, it's okay. I mean, the actual quality of the detail and sculpting is pretty good, but it's not my favorite Starscream design. He looks a lot like a scaled-down version of the classics Starscream figure that came out a long time ago, and if you guys know what I'm talking about, leave it in the chat. Feel free. And even back then, I wasn't a big fan of it. But it's not bad. It's Starscream enough. He just looks a little maybe too blocky, too broad for my taste, if that makes sense. But the back is fairly good, actually, for a small figure like this. And if you've noticed, fake cockpit part, which, you know, as you know, not my favorite, but I'll let it slide due to the size of the figure. Okay, and as you can see here, the head sculpt is actually fairly nice as well. I mean, just look at the detail, though. Really impressive. Takara continues to impress with the amount of panel lining, the amount of sculpted in detail, and the Decepticon symbols actually look really good as well here. Now, you might also notice that he looks a bit stiff, and that's because he kind of is. Let's get into that. You know, swivel at the head, very tight swivel, which is a little worrisome because of the size of the figure. His head could just snap at any point, but just be careful with that. We got a ball joint at the shoulder, and as you saw there, the null ray removes really easily. Kind of annoying, but that is also a swivel, and it removes because if you want to break every one of God's laws, you can have him hold those null rays, and that is that's heresy. Doesn't look bad, but very, you deserve to go to hell. Ball joints at the elbow, and every ball joint can, okay, maybe not really, very tight, actually, be careful with that, and, no, waist swivel seems to be a common thing with mainline Starscream figures, but you do get a bend at the wing, which is not common for mainline Starscream figures, and that allows the arm to rotate even further. Really cool. By the way, no wrist articulation. I will let that slide. I'll honestly let this slide as well. That null ray is not wanting to cooperate. I'll honestly let the waist swivel slide, the lack of the waist swivel slide as well, because it seems to be a common thing with these core class figures. I don't know, maybe my opinion will change. Maybe I should be harsher on these, but how could I be too harsh on a figure like this? He's pretty cheap. The value you're getting here, it's pretty good. I mean, and if you want to see for yourself, you know, yeah. So anyway, let's continue. We got ball joint at the hips, rotation, moves back that far, and we got a ball joint at the knee. Man, the name of the game really is ball joints for these core class figures, and the joints here do feel fairly solid as well. And no ankle articulation, but his ankle is sculpted at an angle to simulate a pivot. That is a little wonky. I mean, technically, he's got the same amount of articulation as most of the core class figures so far, but for some reason, this guy feels stiffer, feels less playable. And it's okay. It's still fun enough. He's serviceable. He's not really blowing me away like Rat Trap did, or even Vertebrate, but Starscream, you gotta love him. You gotta love him. He's not bad. Let me just show you one more time the heresy of him holding his null rays, and as I do that right now, it actually doesn't look that bad. Let's move on to Megatron before I lose my faith. Megatron now. Megatron is actually very impressive. He's essentially G1 Megatron with a heck of a lot of back kibble. Don't want to let it get to me too much. I like how the gun there on his back replicates the look of the barrel on Megatron, G1 Megatron's back. Really nice look here, and the sculpting is super impressive, as all these core class figures have been so far. That back kibble is a little tiny bit annoying, though. Not even accurate to the War of Cybertron Megatron, as if I remember correctly. I believe the full-sized Megatron figure from this line has the ability to fold in that kibble there to clean it up a little bit. But you know, if the backpack weren't as big, it would be less annoying. It's G1 Megatron going on a particularly bothersome hike. He packed a piece. Yeah, this is actually weapon storage, which is cool. And hey, really cool thing about this weapon here, excuse me, as it focuses up, there you go. Really cool thing about this weapon is that it actually looks like G1 Megatron's gun mode. And just to prove it to you, let me show you. I actually have footage of this. Look at that. Yes, I actually did transform MP36 for this review for some reason. I don't know why I torture myself like this. Anyway, let's move on to his articulation, because it's actually a little bit better than Starscream's. You got a swivel at the head, which is fairly loose. Hopefully it doesn't end up like Optimus Prime's, if you guys remember that from that review. We got a ball joint at the shoulder. Rotation gets limited by the kibble. We got a ball joint at the elbow. Every ball joint can be this, and it is much easier to do this than Starscream's. No wrist articulation on this hand, but you do get a wrist swivel at the other hand, which is more so for the transformation, but it just feels wrong. It feels wrong that there is an asymmetrical amount of articulation here. And that's not counting the cannon, which is actually hard to remove. I think feasibly you can remove this, but it's on a swivel also for the transformation. Really cool, actually. Yeah, not easily removable. It's gonna stay there, which is nice. And for the first time in one of these core class figures so far, you get, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, finally. It is for the transformation, but it is much appreciated. Can go a full 360. By the way, check out the detail on this guy. Surprisingly clean painting for a mainline figure of this scale. Look at all those beeps and boops, and the Decepticon logo looks really nice as well. Anyway, let's move on to his hips, which got a ball joint. Moves up that far, moves back that far, and we got more ball joints at the knee. There you go. And again, no ankle articulation. There is a random hole here, though, which I thought was going to be where you put a pin there to allow for an ankle articulation, but no ankle articulation. Just, again, sculpted at an angle to simulate. I like Megatron a little more than Starscream here, but what I don't like is his joints are a lot more floppy than Starscream. Starscream has it more together, ironically. You could easily fix that, though, with some super glue or joint cum if you are a coward. I'm just kidding. Refrain from using super glue if you don't have the patience for it, and if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a stream on this very channel here. Anyway, both of these figures, I don't know. Wave 2 so far, not blowing me away as much as Wave 1. I like these characters. I actually, now that I see them here together, Megatron is looking really clean. Megatron might be the best looking core class figure so far, but not quite the most fun, if that makes sense. But before we move on to the second half of these figures, let's take a look at the size. Here we go. And we have here Monica, Godzilla, and Transform Element OP Leader. We also have the Core Class Wave 1 figures. They look great together. This is a good-looking collection so far. And for fun, we have their masterpiece counterparts, MP52. Is that MP52? Looks a little off to be MP52. Let's move on. And we got MP36 here. And for even more fun, we have them next to their masterpiece counterparts. I swear to God, that does not look like MP52. Something weird's going on with that. Let's get these off screen here. All right. Before we go into the transformation, welcome chat. Feel free to ask me any questions, leave me some comments, and I will answer them and respond to them during the transformations. Not super involved here, and just for your information, this transformation segment is not going to be in the edited version of this live review. So you guys watching right now, you've got the exclusive. Anyway, chats. Let's take it to chat before I move on to the transformation here. How are you guys doing? Not your father says, I love you, Jobby. I love you too for being here. Thank you very much. By the way, I gotta ask you guys, what the hell are you doing here? I believe Transformers Interstellar Return to Earth premiered today. If you guys want to go check that out, I also got a link in the description. It's a short film that I am actually in, so just letting you guys know. Anyway, what do you guys got? I think we got some donations so far. $1.99, Noah Britton, $1.99 through the super chat. Thank you. And we got Awesome Adam from $20.99 with 99 cents. Thank you very much. If you guys got more donations, feel free. Okay, let's do the transformation. I could probably do it like this, but I have to look here for the chat. But let's get this started. And before I forget, we need to turn on a particular piece of music, don't we? Let's get this started. Go remove the null rays. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I mean, the instructions are fairly simple enough. The transformation's simple enough. But this might be a bit messy. There we go. Open chest burster. Here we go. Fairly complex for a core class figure, which is impressive. Look at that. And then yeah, the cockpit, which is a fake cockpit. Let's just ignore that. How we doing? How we doing, chat? Hi, I'm Gabe Newell in the chat says, so we know that you really like Evangelion, but what about the rest of Gainax's shows like Fooly Cooly, Gunbuster, and such? I actually never seen Gunbuster, but I saw a little bit of Fooly Cooly, which is weird because it's only 4 episodes. I gotta go back and watch Fooly Cooly, honestly. I did like what I saw. I think I only saw the first episode, actually. So, I've actually been meaning to watch a bunch of Gainax properties. Now, specifically, I've been meaning to watch a bunch of Hideaki Anno properties. So, Nadia, Gunbuster, Karikano, I guess. I don't know. Karikano is like a romantic comedy, but it's got a nice soundtrack from what I've heard. Any more questions, huh? Jedi Skywalker 92 in the chat says, hey, Jobster, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm just streaming earlier than usual. Doing a live review once again because the Gao Gai Gar review that I've been teasing is delayed yet again. That review is taking a lot longer than I expected, so you guys are gonna have to wait a little longer. Just wanted to get something out for y'all. And I will have a video up tomorrow with editing this live review, so a win-win for everybody, right? Right? People aren't gonna piss and shit and cry about this, right? They will. There you go. Look at that, and God, this was a breath of fresh air after transforming a certain Starscream figure. Let me tell you that. Very easily comes together. And actually looks really good, but you know, we'll get into that when we actually review this. Here we go. Come on. There you go. And of course, the null rays They plug into the same spot where they were in the robot mode. Not bad, not bad. Alright, that's Starscream. Let's get into Megatron, who does not transform into a gun, as evidenced by his back cable. And let me take it more to the chat here. Lemonstein in the chat says, when will you review Kingdom Galvatron? Eventually, no promises. That is a habit that I am trying to get out of. I am not going to make any more promises that I cannot keep. Here we go. So every answer about a toy review or when it's going to come out, I will either say eventually, maybe, or no. Just a heads up for anyone wanting to ask those kind of questions. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that was proper. Boom. Boom. Anyone else in the chat? Florian Kempf, do you know Hasbin Hotel? Yeah, he's a good guy. No, I'm just... I know what you're talking about. Sorry for being an asshole. Yes, I have seen Hasbin Hotel, the first episode. I didn't continue it past that, though. Apparently it's really good. Maybe that's something that I gotta sit down and watch one of these days. Yeah, after Gao Gai Gar, which is something that I recently watched, I am looking for something new to watch once more. But recently, actually, yesterday, I finished Midnight Mass, if you guys know that. That was one of the recommendations that came out in my last model kit building stream. Yeah, Midnight Mass was actually really good, so if you guys want to have a spooky night in and also think about your life and death, that's a good one. Forgot to spin that waist swivel. Midnight Mass, that's a good one on Netflix here. Evren Mizel says, what YouTubers do you follow? Oni Plays, primarily. I got Red Letter Media, which is one of my favorites as well. What's another one? Oh, did I forget? Did I lose my gun? There it is. Here we are. Boom. Adam Ragusia is one that I've been watching a lot, binging with Babish. A lot of cooking videos. Ainsley Harriet's not really a YouTuber, but I do watch him as well. All right. If anyone's got more comments, questions, or donations, and hint, wink, wink, then feel free to leave them. I will be doing a Q&A portion after I finish these reviews, which we're going to do right now. Let's start off with Starscream's Jet Mode. Boom! Oh, wait a minute. My bad. Starscream's Jet Mode is okay. Again, it's not the best Starscream Jet Mode that I've seen ever. I mean, the feet are just sticking out. It does have a little bit of thruster detail, which I appreciate, but there's really not much to say. It's a fake F-15 Eagle. Very chubby, very stubby, very kibble heavy. Nothing new. The kibble, but it's not blowing me away. The transformation itself was fun to do, but it's not as sleek as I would like a Seeker to be. And there's really not much in way of features. No landing gear. No, I mean, I guess you could consider that landing gear. We're just gonna take off Megatron. All right. And yeah, I feel that a more depthful, is that a word? A more depthful paint job would improve the look of this jet mode significantly. But as it is now, it looks maybe too much like a baby toy. Just saying. Which I suppose this is. Anyway, there's really not much I could say about this Starscream other than that. Let's move on. Let's move on to Megatron's tank mode, which again, I do like this better than Starscream's jet mode. Maybe it's because that this one feels like it's not trying to be a real vehicle mode. But that turret, very awkward. It doesn't look like a turret. It just looks like someone jammed Megatron ass first into the barrel of a tank. This is a lot more satisfying to look at than Starscream's jet mode, that's for sure. That's just my opinion, though. again, nothing really much to say. I do like that detail that you get from that tank kibble. Non-working treads, not even any plastic wheels, and Megatron at the bottom is just hanging out. Look at that. He's doing a very disgusting yoga pose, and if you can, I think you can hide his head fairly easily. There you go. Improved 10 out of 10. Oh, also, look at that. Barrel articulation, which is appreciated, and this swivels all the way around. Really nice. Again, I feel like a more detailed paint job could improve the look of this guy significantly as well. The feet are a little bit distracting. Thank you very much. Yeah, the feet are a little bit distracting, but there's something about these vehicle modes that don't feel as cohesive as Wave 1. And maybe I gotta take something back, because now that I look at them side by side, Starscream looks a little more impressive. Megatron is better. Megatron is the better vehicle mode here. And from Wave 2, I do like Megatron a little bit more. Why don't we take a look at the size of these guys? Here we go. Very small. I mean, Starscream is actually quite long here. We got Monica. Oh, Monica, Godzilla, and Optimus Prime.
Happy man.
Thank you very much. We got the Core Class figures. Again, like I said, there's something about Wave 1 that just hit a little better than Wave 2 here. And finally, we have their Masterpiece counterparts. Again, I have no idea why I decided to transform frickin' MP36 for a live review of all things. God damn it, why do I do this to myself? And we have Starscream's Masterpiece. That really isn't MP52, isn't it? Let's move on here. Again, Masterpiece counterparts, they look pretty good together. And Masterpiece counterpart, once again, not MP52, isn't it? Does anyone know what figure that is? Why do I have it in my possession? Ignore that. All right. So, as a final word on these guys, what can I do? Give me a second. Give me a second. I got something to get here. Not as good as Core Class Wave 1, but not horrible either. They're still fun, and I can't get too mad about them because they're cheap. Again, if you want to see how much they are, and if you want these guys for yourselves, just remember. So,
man.
Thank you. I will read your donations very soon. All right. Let me decide on a score here off camera. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Gotta do this live once again. Let me take a swig. Okay. And that is 2 kisses for the both of them. So 2 kisses each. So that is what, like a 3 out of 5. I think that's fair for these guys. Yeah. Get them if you want them. Get them if you want them. If you want to complete your Core Class collection, I would recommend them, but you could do without them still. Rat Trap is the tops. All right. That was my review. If you like the review, give it a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. But before we get into the Q&A portion of the stream, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and yeah, I'll see you very soon. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and also make sure to catch the edited version of this live review later. Okay, we will see you very soon. What song should I play? This one's always a banger.
Everybody get ready. I'm so fed up with this world. Everybody get ready. I'm so fed up with this world.
in that red dress. You know I bought these flowers for you. For 7 years you were my princess. Now look at what you're making me do. Well, you know he was my best friend, but then you went and broke my heart. Never knew this would be the end. You're tearing me apart. Now I know I gotta say, better believe it when I say, everyone could love each other, everything would be fine. Oh, they say love is blind, love is blind.
Little Daddy coming at you with the fresh ass flow. About to make that back, about to sing that dope situation. Coming looking like a ticking time bomb. Don't call me out, cause you ain't my fucking mom. Johnny, open the door, better drop the gun. There's a lot to live for. Told me two's a party, but three's a crowd. Now you know I gotta shout it out loud. Give it to me, Johnny.
Don't you lie, how could you do this? You would have been my future wife. You were my rose, you were my princess. Get out of my life. Better believe it when I say,
Hey, welcome back. All right, we're gonna do a short little Q&A portion, so get your questions and comments ready, and thanks for all the donations so far. We will be reading all of them today, and I'm just gonna set a timer for myself. I'm gonna set a 30-minute timer for myself. You'll have me for 30 minutes, but if we want to go longer, depending on how much donations I get, we can. It's not a set amount of time, just a little ballpark. All right, 30-minute timer. Let's read them. Oh, wrong button. What button am I looking for? There we go. Let's read these donations. By the way, how'd you like the live review, huh? I feel like it went pretty smooth. Smoother than the last one, that's for sure. So, make sure to check out the edited version of the review that should go up tomorrow morning, same time as any other toy review. Okay, Noah Britton with $1.99. Oh, I think I read these already. Bob the Awesome Bob, question mark, with $1.99 through the super chat. Going to TFCon Baltimore, Legacy F-Max, Squid Game. No, I don't know. Oh wait, Legacy Fortress Maximus. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And Squid Game. No, I haven't seen Squid Game yet, but I will eventually. We got Rewind Productions with $2. Starscream bringing a new minute or new meaning to Tire Screech. Damn it, I should have made that joke, you brilliant bastard. We got Chevoon with $5 through the Streamlabs. Double thanks. Stay hydrated. Right ahead of you, buddy. Thank you. We got Liam Brophy with $5. Thanks for subscribing. Hey, and subscribe for more live streams, more live reviews as well. We got Liam Brophy with $5 through the Streamlabs. Hey, Jobby, I would like to ask you what TF series you think should get a masterpiece or third-party line for high-quality figures. Personally, I would like a Transformers Prime line, as I never saw anyone do a good version of the Beast Hunters Optimus. I agree with you. Transformers Prime would be really cool to see. Transformers Animated would be really cool to see to come back, because good show, and I like those designs. The figures that came out at the time were pretty good as well, but I would like to see them redo some of those with modern Transformers engineering. I think it would be really cool. Transformers Animated figures, either third party or official masterpiece. We got Emma Curtin with $5 through the Streamlabs. Double thank you, Emma, and welcome back. I still stand by my recommendation of Mononoke 2007. It's got beautiful watercolor style animation, but with fantastic traditional Japanese horror elements. Also, I'm currently on my way to try getting a job, so wish me luck. Best of luck to you, Emma, and thank you for your recommendation. I will actually write that down so I can possibly watch that later. So Mononoke 2007. And hey, if anyone has any more media recommendations, let me know as well. Like I mentioned during the actual review, I watched Midnight Mass. I finished it up last night, and that, if you can stomach the slow pacing and kind of the philosophical nature of it, it's a really good show. It might be one of my favorite horror projects that I've seen in a long time. Definitely one of my favorite Mike Flanagan projects for sure. I think Doctor Sleep is still better, but yeah. Anyway, chat, how you doing? Golden Marcus, have you seen Venom 2? I have not, and I don't have a need to watch it. I'm actually not interested in Venom 2 at all, so if you want to spoil it, go ahead. I don't care. Dutalios818, favorite mobile suit. I like to say Gundam Epion, but I feel that that's not correct. Gundam Epion might be my favorite Gundam suit, but mobile suit in general, I don't know. It's kind of a hard one. Man, Zeta Gundam's cool. For simplicity's sake, for now, I'll say Gundam Epion. That might change, but Gundam Epion is always, it's a very nostalgic piece of kit for me. We got Louisiana C. How's your Friday going? Going good so far. I am enjoying how smoothly that stream went. That was nice. In record time as well. We got Lucho Tabarez. Oh, also Lucy C. Hope your Friday is going good. I hope everyone's Friday is going good as well. I'm glad to be streaming earlier than usual. We got Lucho Tabarez. Jobby 2, have you seen Gunbuster? I have not. I do want to watch it eventually. Jonathan Vo, can you say, what's up, Doc? From Looney Tunes. You got it. You got it. What we got? Do you care for Sora in Smash at all? By Spacey. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not as salty about Sora in Smash as I was salty about fucking Byleth or Pyra and Mithra. It's like, Sora, I get. He's got a huge fan base. He was the most voted on character back in the Wii U Smash days. It makes total sense that he would be the final character. I'm not upset at all. I'm actually quite happy that Kingdom Hearts fans got what they wanted. What I am upset about for Sora, no Donald or Goofy. I get it, okay? I get that Disney can be a bitch about their copyright, but if they were gonna get Sora in Smash, I wish they went all the way. I don't know how that would work. I can't imagine the amount of effort that the team had to put into getting even the fucking Kingdom Hearts Mickey Mouse keychain, but that's what upsets me. It upsets me that Sora feels incomplete. He needs fucking Donald and Goofy. Come on, you play Kingdom Hearts. It's always Sora, Donald, and Goofy. I don't know. That's the only thing. That's really the only thing that upsets me about his inclusion, is that they didn't go all the way with it. They should have. I can't be too mad I can't be too mad at them, because it must have taken a shit ton of work to even get Sora in the first place. Anyway, well, what about any more questions? Any more questions? Any more donations? That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Shevun Tetra. Zelda from Wind Waker would have been awesome. She's a pirate. Her ship is an ultimate, but she isn't. Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, Tetra would have been cool. Toon Zelda, I guess you can call her. Yeah, but I feel that Sora was a good pick for final character, because when I think about the other potential characters that could have been in, I feel like it wouldn't have been this overwhelmingly positive, because that's all I've seen on the internet, is that Sora's reception has been overwhelmingly positive. That's not true though, is it? I think if Waluigi got in, I think the internet would have blown up in a good way. People would have been really happy with Waluigi. There was also an idea that I saw floating around before the direct happened. It would have been cool as to tie a bow on the Smash series if a character like Master Hand got in. Master Hand, the final boss. I don't even know if he's the final boss of the Smash games now, but he was definitely the final boss of the original and Melee. That would have been cool if he became a playable character. That would have tied everything together really neatly, but it wouldn't have been as hype because unfortunately, the Smash character picks, when you look at it from a distance, a lot of the picks were marketing based. Either they were from games that sold really well, or they were games that they were promoting at the time. I don't know. That's just my black pill on the Smash character picks. But except Banjo. Banjo was just purely like, this is for the fans. Nothing new was going on with Banjo, so here's Banjo. And also Terry, I guess. Maybe let me take it back. There were some characters in these DLC picks that were marketing influence. Some of them though were clearly just for fan reception, but some of them mainly Fire Emblem and the Xenoblade. Those felt like marketing picks. That's all I'll say. Okay, anyone else? Roboshi, what is your opinion? The best transformation technique? Swiveling the waist 180 or hiding the hands in the arms? Ooh, Roboshi, that is an interesting question. No one's really asked me that kind of question before. I think my favorite piece of Transformers engineering has to come from Unique Toys. Unique Toys really nailed the sort of inside-out method of transformation. Now, some people might consider that cheating, but Unique Toys integrated it so well. And they also used pieces of the robot mode very neatly as well. The inside-out method of transformation opens up the possibility for kibble-free robot modes and kibble-free beast modes, and my personal opinion, that is always awesome. So that's gotta be my favorite transformation piece of transformation engineering. Spacey, what toy do you regret buying? Boat Forms Gladius. To this day, Boat Forms Gladius. Wait a minute. You also notice that I second guess myself a lot, and that, this is natural. Toy that I regret buying. I can't say Boat Forms. I guess if I hadn't reviewed it, it would have been Boat Forms Gladius. But because I reviewed it and it's one of my favorite videos ever, I don't regret Boat Forms Gladius that much. A little too expensive for what it was, but yeah, I guess without the review, that would have been my biggest purchase regret. Realistically, MP44. Masterpiece Optimus Prime 3.0. Way too much money for the amount of issues that I had with it, and also I don't even have it displayed. And the review was okay. It got a million views, to be sure, and thank you very much for that, but not my favorite video. Yeah, MP44, biggest purchase regret. Boom. Flaku Afro Prime. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on Peru Kill. Me neither, man. I have them. I'm pretty sure I have them. I've got a few boxes, and I think I'm gonna do another Failbox video, and Peru Kill might get revealed in that stream. So stay tuned. Stay tuned on Jobby too. That's right. Lucy C, are you interested in Cowboy Bebop live action series? I'm curious, but the Cowboy Bebop live action opening didn't impress me as much as it did a lot of other people. I didn't think it was horrible. It's actually it's shaping up to be one of the better live action anime projects that I've seen. But there's something about it. It's lacking the energy of the anime, which it was always gonna pale in comparison to the animated production, but then that makes me think, like, why even make a live action Cowboy Bebop in the first place? The first one was so good. Instead, Netflix should have bought the rights to Cowboy Bebop and released the original series on Netflix. That would have been fucking fantastic, but no, Funimation had to gobble up those rights. Here we go. Nephrite06, have you watched the anime So I'm a Spider, So What? It's hilarious. So I'm Toad. I mean, my friend Oscar says it's awesome. So, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't have the need to see it. Maybe I'll watch it. And if you guys don't know, Oscar, come on. Oscar told me about that show. He actually has the Nendoroid of the spider character. Warren Johnson says, are you going to release the post plus Gao Gai Gar? I'm working on it. It's the reason why I did a live review in the first place. It's because that video was taking a lot longer than I expected. A lot of shots, a lot of editing, and I got to find the right words to say about it, the right script. So there you go. That's the reason. That's the reason why we have a live review today. It's the reason why I'm going to edit this live review and release it tomorrow on the main channel. So look forward to that. Do you know there is a studio series Coronation Starscream? Yeah, not really interested. I feel like I have my Starscream needs covered for the next 2 years, depending on whether or not they release any more any more cool Starscream figures. Yeah, but the Starscream figure that I have right now, which, give me a second, let me show you guys. I mean, yeah, it ain't MP52. That was a joke. You guys should know what Starscream figure that is. What do we got?
Happy man.
Thank you very much, Waffle Kaiser. You donated at a good time and $30. Thank you very much through the Streamlabs as well. Hey, Jobbo, nice seeing you do another live review. Keep them coming, always enjoyable. Thank you very much, Waffle Kaiser. Very generous of you. By the way, we are doing a Q&A right now. We've got at least 15 minutes on the clock, so if anyone else wants to wink, donate, feel free to. I'm reading all of your comments and questions right now. Ultra Godzilla fan, have you considered getting the Monster Arts Gigan? I believe Thank you very much. I believe I pre-ordered Gigan. I could be wrong though, but I like that design. Final Wars Gigan, or Gigan, however you pronounce that. Cheesy Goodness with $5 through the super chat. You excited for Transformers 6? Optimus Prime is rumored to be the lead, with Peter Cullen reprising. Not sure about the other characters. I've mentioned my feelings about Rise of the Beasts, and no, I'm not that excited for Transformers 6. It would have been cool if they just stuck with the plot line of Bumblebee, continued off of that, maybe make Bumblebee the main character again, or having Optimus Prime as the lead would be cool as well. But the thing that makes me less excited is what they're doing with Beast Wars. I understand that it's an adaptation, changes have to be made, but it seems to already be missing the point of Beast Wars and why that show was so good. First of all, human characters already done. We're done. It's not Beast Wars anymore. It's not going to be as good as the original Beast Wars. Number two, they're in the present day. What the, or not the present day, but the 90s. But you know what I mean. What the fuck? And I don't believe that they're gonna keep the levity and the humor of the Beast Wars characters that defined those characters for me and for a lot of people. Like those characters are so good, and the fact that they're changing so much for this adaptation, I don't know, it feels disrespectful. It feels arrogant. It feels like, oh, this show wasn't even that good, bro. We can do better. Get Anthony Ramos in here. It takes place in New York. Fucking, it feels disrespectful to the original show. Because the original show, in my opinion, is slept on. Beast Wars. And I'm not even saying this out of nostalgia. I watched Beast Wars recently, okay? It's still good. The animation is really the only thing that people that you can feasibly knock against it, but everything else, the characters, the plot, it's so good. The comedy, the voice acting, man. No Gary Chalk. I love Ron Perlman, but Gary Chalk was slept on as Optimus Primal. I feel like the Unicron trilogy kind of soured his reputation, because when people think of Gary Chalk, they usually think of the Unicron trilogy because those are a little newer in people's memories. But him as Optimus Primal, so good. Like a legitimately great, nuanced performance. And David K. I mean, come on, man. You know they're not going to get David K. You know they're not going to get David K for Rise of the Beast, and that upsets me so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a happy man.
Thank you. Thank you for donating for my fucking Rise of the Beast rants. I sound like a goddamn boomer now. Now I'm the G1er. Now I'm the G1er that was complaining about Optimus Prime flames back in 2007. Now I'm that fucking asshole. Okay. Anyway, I probably have more to say, but I'm gonna cut it there. Let's move on with these other donations here. Handsome Jack with a Canadian $7.77. Hey Jobby, great stream as usual, as also is Devil Savior Split actually maddening to transform. I was considering picking him up, but he kind of pricey. I'm sorry to say, Handsome Jack, but yes, he is. You can get good at transforming him though. He does get somewhat easier, but that first time is gonna be painful. Just it's not an awful figure though. Split is not an awful figure. It's just that it is undeniably painful. The Split review that I did on my main channel, it's a bit exaggerated, but yeah, it's still painful. Just know what you're getting into. And we got Cyberknight Mikey with a SEK50. I keep forgetting what currency that is, but thank you again, Cyberknight Mikey. Hello, Jobby. What's your opinion that the Doomslayer isn't Smash, though is a Mii skin, and your opinion of MPM12, which I haven't really liked? Doomslayer as a Mii skin, that's makes me a little bit salty. I love Doom. I love the Doom guy. I wish that he would have been an actual character, but I like how detailed the Doomslayer skin is. That's really cool. It's just it feels like a hand-me-down. It's like, hey, Doom guy's not a Smash, but he's got a Mii skin, huh? That should keep you happy, right? Nah, it doesn't really make me happy. That's my opinion. If people are happy about it, you can have it, but I'm a little salty. I love Doom Guy. Should have been Doom Guy. I don't really care about Sora. I'm happy for the people who enjoy Sora, but should have been Doom Guy. Thank you, Waffle Kaiser, for another $5. Speaking of Unicron Trilogy, did ever you pre-order third-party Cybertron Optimus Prime? I did. It feels like so long ago now, but yeah, I still have him on pre-order. Hopefully he comes out sometime in the future before we're all dead. Yeah. Any more questions? How much time we got? We got around 10 minutes. Again, depending on how much donations I get, I could go on for a little longer, but I am gonna keep to my time regardless. Let's see. BB03, when is the Oni Jobby Power Hour crossover? That'd be cool. But I ain't gonna count on that anytime soon. The only crossover you guys are gonna get is the fact that I did the Oni plush review for this April Fool's, and the fact that he follows me on Twitter. That's it. Crossover done. Not counting on it. Not gonna bother him. Don't want to press him on anything. Got Legacy Mall review for Kingdom Prime. I already did that, bro. No, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, it's not a priority. Could be a live review though. Are you considering reviewing Dark of the Moon? I think it's not so bad. Also, thoughts on Skybreaker. I've heard the paint was good, but the joints were worse than Dragoon's. Dark of the Moon, eventually, it would be fun. And Skybreaker, which is the KO of Dragoon, Unique Toys Dragoon. Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. The paint is way better. It has an LED feature, which is really nice. And the joints suck ass. So, there you go. It feels like a bootleg. It feels like a bootleg, looks like a high quality figure. That's my review. My really short review on Skybreaker. Let's see. One Transformers Australian guy, have you seen the SH Monster Arts King Ghidorah 2019 repaint, and what are your thoughts and feelings? All of that. What the fuck? I don't care. I don't care for the King Ghidorah 2019 repaint because it is way too much money for a paint job that should have been default. Fuck you, Bandai. I love you, Bandai, but fuck you for that. No extra accessories either. Looks good, but I ain't gonna get it because I already paid so much for the original King Ghidorah. Fuck off. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I could actually show you real quick. King Ghidorah 2019 SH Monster Arts special color version.
Oh, yes.
And let me just show you the Big Bad Toy Store price. Fuck off. I accept your cookies, Big Bad Toy Store. Thank you so much. Yeah, no. No. Mm-mm. Fuck off. Games played. Hey, games played casual in the chat. Games played casual in the chat. They should have given King Ghidorah a vibration mode. Yes. They should have given him something. Anything other than a slap of gold paint. That's not enough. Bitch ass Bandai. I oughta fight you in the McDonald's parking lot, Bandai. Fuck off with that, bitch. Do you have a Studio Series figure that you would like to review? Scourge, but he's probably out of stock, so that's probably not happening anytime soon. Warren Johnston, have you ever finished painting the Ava Unit 2? Jesus Christ, what a deep cut. No. I never finished painting that kit, and that's that would actually be a fun one to go back to because I still have the pieces. It's just
I'm a
resting in storage. And thank you very much for your donation once again, Chevun, with $10 through the Streamlabs. Another donation because your content is great. Keep it up, and I hope everyone has a great day/night, depending on your time zone. Thank you very much for your donation. Would you ever review the SS69 Devastator? Probably not. I am going to review the Devil Savior Troublemaker when all those parts come up, because at this point, I'm in too deep. I gotta take a look at all of them. J Hero, I remembered your Gundam reviews. Good times. Indeed, they possibly may come back. Will not make any promises, though. Yeah, again, we'll not make any promises. I gotta head out and eat some macas. Thank you for the great stream, Mr. Strong. That's how Australian people say McDonald's, right? Well, get a 20-piece chicken nugget box for me. And I know you're just leaving, but if there's any other Australian people in the chat, how does your menu differ from the American one? I want to know. Because I know that McDonald's has a region-specific menus. Please let me know. I'll start. In Thailand, they have... I don't know if they have it now because I haven't been in Thailand for a long time, but in Thailand, they had a khao niao mu ping sandwich. So it was a burger. It was a pork burger. Had some barbecue pork, mu ping. But the buns were patties of sticky rice, khao niao. Really good shit. I don't know if it's still there at McDonald's in Thailand, but that was really good back in the day. I think McDonald's also had some lap and some kapow stuff too, but yeah. They also had this really nice plum sauce instead of sweet and sour sauce. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. Let's see. Games Play Casual in the chat here. Anyone watching Tact OP Destiny, those monsters would make sick figures. Anyone? Go ahead. I have no idea what that means. Let's see. Hey, Jobby 2, big fan of your content. Keep it up. Just one question. Have you watched Gundam Hathaway? No, I have not. That is, I gotta write it down. I forget about it. That anime had a really quiet release, didn't it? Kind of slipped under the radar. It was gone as soon as it came out. No one talked about it. And how much time we got left? We got like 3 minutes. We got like 3 minutes. If anyone wants to donate to keep me here longer, feel free to. But 3 minutes on the other hand, Albar says, have you been reading any manga? I have not. When are you going to build real grade High New or Eclipse? Eclipse Gundam would be one that I would like to go for if I could find it in stock, because it seems like it's out of stock everywhere. Oh shit, Sad Boy Recon with $2. Got home and missed the stream. Streaming later tonight? No. This will be the Friday stream on Jobby 2 tonight. I am just gonna kick it with my boys, and I don't know what we're gonna do. We're definitely gonna drink though and order some food, but I just want to kick it tonight. All right. Do Talios 818. Which Gunpla kit should I get first to get into the model kit scene? There is an entry grade RX-78-2 Gundam. Look into that. But if you can't find that, look up the high grade RX-78-2. Also a good kit. I like your forehead. Thanks, dude. Any more Digimon gameplay? I want to. Clockwork Golem, sorry for being late. Don't worry about it. You could always watch this stream as a VOD, or if you want to see the review by itself without the Q&A portion, look forward to the edited version, which I want to come out tomorrow morning. Stay tuned for that. And that will be on the main channel. Legoland Denmark grease you. Thank you very much, Denmark, for Legos. Legos were my childhood, Denmark. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Round Duck says, did you voice Dinobot? That's right. I want to plug it because I believe it came out today. Transformers Interstellar Return to Earth by TFI Creations. Link is in the description. Gotta support my boy. I am Dinobot. In that video. I haven't seen it for myself, so I'm excited to check out the movie. So, yeah, I'm Dinobot in that. And, yeah, Shivun says, can you talk like Dinobot, snorts included? I don't know. What would he say? Put it in my... Okay. Yeah, TFI Creations, he's a great writer. He comes up with better dialogue than I could ever come up with. So... I guess there's like a line that I like, you know. I beg to differ, cheese lips. That's like when he's arguing with Rat Trap here. That hurts. It hurts to do. That voice hurts. God, that recording. What? That's time. Well, look at that, Handsome Jack's trying to keep me over time. Canadian $5.55. What's a third-party Megatron figure you would recommend for any die-hard Transformers fan? Spark Toys. Spark Toy Spartacus is pretty damn good. What's another third-party Megatron? Spark Toy Spartacus. That's the only one that I can think of right now. Okay. That was time. If anyone... Thank you very much for sticking with the stream. Look forward to the edited live review tomorrow, hopefully, depending on if my sponsor approves of the promo or not. But regardless, stay frosty, my friends, and make sure to drink.
I'm a happy man.
Fuck! I gotta read it. One last question, Jabbo. Have you ever played the old Godzilla fighting games like Godzilla Saves the Earth? If not, I would recommend them. They are classics. I think they would be good games to play with your friends for a stream. Godzilla Melee? We've played Godzilla Melee. That would be a fun one to stream. I actually have that game, so that would be a fun one. All right. Any last-minute donations before I decide to call it quits? Huh? Any last-minute donations? I am baiting you. It's the only reason why I would stay longer. Okay. 30 more seconds before the stream hits an hour. 30 more seconds. Oh, man. Hey, look. Watch Transformers Interstellar Return to Earth. Please support my boy, my man, TFI Creations. He's a good man. He's a good man. He makes good movies. Okay? All right. See y'all next time. Drink lots of water and make sure to keep your honor. Fuck, that was cringe.